I guess it's time to start the review now. What is up, Netflix fans, and welcome back to my channel. I just watched Irreplaceable You. So a couple that has known each other since they were 8 years old were destined to be together until something horrible happens to one of the people in that relationship. And yes, it's a premise that we have seen before, but how well is this executed? If you guys missed my Black Panther review, I had so much fun reviewing that movie. Please go check that out. And according to the comments, I'm getting paid by Disney now since I enjoyed Black Panther, so you know how that works. That's the thing about these reviews, even if you disagree with me, even if you don't enjoy the movie, or you do enjoy the movie when I feel the opposite way, that's the point of a review. I want you guys to interact. Tell me why you liked it. Tell me why you don't like it. Tell me why you agree or disagree. I love the conversation aspect of YouTube. That's why I continue to make these reviews, and now we have a new Netflix movie, which I woke up super early for this morning. And as always, guys, I like to talk about the good, the bad, and then give you my score. Let's start off with what I liked about Irreplaceable You. Right off the bat, I really like this girl. I think she has a lot of talent and she knows how to carry a story. Even if that story is not the strongest story, I think she does a good job as the lead here. Anytime Christopher Walken pops up, I think he adds a lot to the story. And while he didn't play a big role here, I do think he provides some comedic moments. And yeah, there were a few times here where I did chuckle. I think a lot of the jokes missed when they were supposed to hit, but there were a few jokes I'm like, okay, that's creative. And there were a few writing techniques, just a few that I thought were extremely creative in regards to how to play off these cliches from these kinds of movies. And yeah, there are definitely sad moments to this film. Now, I wasn't invested as much as I wanted to be, so I didn't really care as much as someone who would say enjoy this movie more than me. But if you enjoyed this movie, it definitely has its audience. I'll get to it in my negatives, but it does kind of feel like a Lifetime movie. But if you're into those kinds of films, hey, it's on Netflix. It's right there for you to watch. But unfortunately for me, this movie it fell flat in so many ways. I wanted to like it, and every time something happened between the characters, I'm like, I really wish I was invested right now, but the writing here does this movie such a disservice by not allowing you to spend enough time with these characters before the big moment happens, because at that point, you're just like, I don't think I care as much as I'm supposed to. So this film starts off with a voiceover, a very cliched and eye-rolling voiceover. You're just like, oh wow, we've hit Lifetime status. And then you got the next scene with the kids when they're children. It's a one long fish love analogy. I won't say anything else. And then another voiceover hits. It's, well, that was it. True love. Come on, you don't have to be so on the nose about it. And I just feel like every time they want us to care, it falls into these same tropes that you have seen 1,000,000 times. Voiceover after voiceover saying, we're going to fight this. At that point, we were in love. Like, why do you need to tell us that? I understand. A 1 to 2 minute montage of complete and utter sadness. Yeah, that's in here too. It's like everything you expect this movie to have, it has, and it goes no further beyond that. And I was frankly disappointed with that fact. And Irreplaceable You tries to take a twist on the aspect of something is going to happen to this girl, so she has to turn it around and do things differently. She tries to do something to him, and I'm not going to spoil it here because that is probably the main spoiler of this movie, and I wanted it to work, but it really just didn't work because they didn't have enough time as a couple to get me invested with them. Therefore, the on again, off again, on again, off again, retread relationship just didn't work for me. And yeah, Christopher Walken was good, but the second you see his character, you know exactly what's going to happen with his character. And yeah, there's some emotional parts to this film, but I feel like they skipped some parts that would have had even more emotions, such as she was on the phone with her mom at one point, telling her about what was wrong with her, and the phone call literally lasted 20 seconds, and then it was over. Yeah, tears, sadness, but it's just like, okay, bye, see ya. With this film, I don't think it holds up. I don't think the acting measures up, and it just fell into so many cliches that I was just sitting and writing negative notes the entire time, and I didn't have time to appreciate the movie. All that being said, I'm going to give this movie a 40%. Irreplaceable You was disappointing, and I would recommend you guys just skipping it unless you're a big fan of these Lifetime love movies. Then in that case, yeah, treat yourself. So what did you guys think of Irreplaceable You? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Are you guys tuning in for next weekend's Netflix movie? And are you keeping on my channel watching my Black Panther review? And this weekend, I have a Marvel Cinematic Universe countdown where I count down my least favorite to most favorite Marvel films. Be sure to stay tuned for that. You guys are the absolute best, and I'll catch you later.